That's sad. That's sad. So this dude been clout chasing since he tried to tell the Geisha black girl, tried to tell her that me and him was a thing. Back then, I checked him back then. So when I realized that his page got all this stuff about me on his page, I hit him and said, hey, yo.
What started as a normal Instagram live quickly turned into one of the most uncomfortable moments Claressa Shields has faced publicly in a long time. At first, it seemed like another confident rant from one of boxing's biggest stars, the kind of passionate live stream fans are used to seeing from elite athletes defending their legacy. But within minutes, something started feeling different. The energy felt tense, emotional, and completely unpredictable. And honestly, viewers could tell almost immediately that this wasn't going to end well. Because instead of calmly addressing critics or celebrating recent boxing headlines, Claressa appeared frustrated from the very beginning. Her tone sounded sharp. Her words started speeding up. And as the live stream continued, fans began noticing small moments that slowly changed the entire mood. Awkward pauses. Contradictory statements. Emotional reactions. Even random distractions happening in the background suddenly became part of the conversation online. Then the timing made everything even worse. Just hours earlier, Alicia Baumgardner had picked up another major win while the boxing world was already emotionally shaken after reports that Shadaysha Green needed medical attention following a serious situation in the ring. So when Claressa suddenly went live talking about levels, respect, and personal drama, instead of acknowledging anything happening around the sport, fans immediately started asking questions. And honestly, the deeper the live stream went, the more obvious it became that this wasn't really about boxing anymore. At first, Claressa kept circling around certain comments without naming anyone directly. But viewers quickly started connecting the dots themselves. The tone sounded personal. The frustration sounded emotional. And once fans began suspecting the live stream was secretly connected to rumors involving Remy Ma, the entire internet reaction shifted instantly. Then came the moments people couldn't stop replaying online. Claressa talking about her legacy in ways fans claimed didn't fully match the timeline of her career. Claressa getting visibly frustrated while searching for a corkscrew to open a bottle of wine on camera. A smoke detector beeping non-stop in the background while she talked about success, money, and dominance. And then the emotional reactions started becoming harder to ignore. Because what began as confidence slowly started looking, at least to many viewers online, like pressure boiling over publicly in real time. Then came the comments about opponents, personal tension, and putting hands on people, and suddenly fans weren't just watching for entertainment anymore. People started screen recording clips, analyzing every word, and debating whether they were witnessing a public meltdown, emotional honesty, or simply a champion reacting badly under pressure. And once the live stream was suddenly deleted afterward, the situation exploded even more. Because by then, it was already everywhere. Now the internet is completely divided. Some fans believe Claressa Shields was unfairly overanalyzed during an emotional moment. Others think the live stream exposed cracks in the polished, undisputed champion image she's worked years to build publicly. And according to many viewers online, the fact that the live stream felt so raw and uncontrolled is exactly why people can't stop talking about it now. But once we break down the live stream itself, the timing behind it, the rumors involving Remy Ma, the moments fans say changed the mood completely, and why the internet believes control slipped away in real time, you'll understand why this situation suddenly became one of the biggest talking points in boxing culture online. For years, Claressa Shields has built her entire public image around dominance, confidence, and complete control. And honestly, very few fighters in boxing have carried themselves with the same level of self-belief publicly. Claressa constantly reminds people she's undefeated, historically accomplished, and one of the greatest women's boxers ever. Whether fans love her confidence or think she goes too far sometimes, one thing has always been undeniable: she controls attention whenever she speaks. That's exactly why this live stream shocked so many people online. Because audiences are used to seeing Claressa aggressive, competitive, and outspoken. But they are also used to seeing her controlled, focused, calculated. Even during trash talk, she normally sounds like someone fully aware of the image she's projecting publicly. So when this live stream started feeling emotional, messy, and unpredictable, fans immediately sensed something was different. And honestly, the timing surrounding the live stream made everything even more intense. The women's boxing world was already emotionally charged that day. Alicia Baumgardner had just picked up another major win, creating excitement and celebration across boxing media. At the same time, concern spread throughout the sport after reports involving Shade Shagreen needing medical attention following a serious ring situation. So boxing fans were already deeply locked into emotional conversations surrounding the sport itself. Then Claressa suddenly went live. At first, people assumed it would be a normal reaction stream, or another confident speech about her accomplishments. That's common in boxing culture. Fighters constantly defend their status, respond to criticism, and remind audiences why they believe they are the best. But within minutes, viewers started noticing the energy felt strangely personal. Claressa kept talking about levels, saying she's operating at level 100 while others are stuck at level 10. On the surface, it sounded like normal fighter confidence. But the deeper the live stream went, the less it felt connected to boxing competition directly. Instead, fans started sensing emotional frustration underneath the words. Then another thing made the situation even stranger. Claressa barely acknowledged the major boxing stories already dominating conversation that day. No major congratulations toward Alicia Baumgardner. Very little discussion about what others inside the sport were experiencing emotionally. Instead, the live stream kept drifting toward something personal and unresolved. And honestly, viewers picked up on that immediately. Then came the hesitation moments. Several times during the live stream, Claressa appeared to circle around certain topics without fully saying names out loud. She'd stop herself mid-thought, pause awkwardly, then redirect the conversation. But those pauses actually made fans pay even closer attention because the emotional tension behind them felt obvious. That's when internet speculation exploded toward Remy Ma. For months, rumors, gossip, and online theories involving Claressa Shields, Remy Ma, and personal relationship drama had quietly circulated across social media. Some fans believed tension existed behind the scenes involving people connected to Claressa personally. Others dismissed everything as internet gossip with no real evidence. But during the live stream, viewers suddenly started feeling like Claressa herself might be emotionally reacting to those rumors publicly without directly confirming anything. And once fans emotionally connected the live stream to Remy Ma's speculation, the entire atmosphere changed online. Then small details during the live stream started becoming massive talking points too. One moment especially stood out: Claressa trying to open a bottle of wine while visibly frustrated on camera because she couldn't find a corkscrew. On paper, it sounds insignificant. But because the live stream already felt emotionally tense, viewers interpreted the moment completely differently. Instead of looking casual, it started feeling awkward and chaotic. Then there was the smoke detector beeping in the background repeatedly. Again, under normal circumstances, nobody would care. But during emotionally uncomfortable live streams, audiences notice everything. The non-stop beeping became symbolic online almost instantly. Fans joked about it. Others said it made the stream feel strangely unsettling. And some viewers even argued the background chaos completely clashed with Claressa's repeated comments about success, dominance, and having everything under control. That's the thing about internet culture now. Once viewers emotionally decide something feels off, every small detail suddenly becomes part of the larger narrative. Then Claressa started discussing her legacy, and career timeline in ways some fans claimed didn't fully add up factually. Comment sections immediately began questioning certain statements. And instead of calming the situation down, Claressa appeared to become more defensive as the live stream continued. That's when the mood shifted completely. What started as confidence slowly began feeling, at least to many viewers online, like emotional pressure pushing through publicly in real time. Her tone sped up. The reactions became sharper. And fans started debating whether they were witnessing a normal emotional rant or a genuine public unraveling happening live on camera. Then came the comments about opponents, critics, and putting hands on people. And honestly, once those moments happened, audiences stopped casually watching. People started screen recording clips immediately. Because everyone suddenly realized this live stream wasn't just another celebrity rant anymore. It had become the kind of raw, emotional moment the internet analyzes for weeks afterward. And once Claressa deleted the live stream later, the situation exploded even further. Because by then, the internet had already saved everything. The moment the live stream truly started spiraling happened slowly at first. That's what made it feel so uncomfortable to watch. Because Claressa Shields didn't suddenly explode in one dramatic second. Instead, viewers watched the mood shift piece by piece in real time. And honestly, that gradual unraveling may be exactly why the internet reacted so strongly afterward. At the beginning of the live stream, Claressa still sounded confident. Loud. Competitive. She talked about levels, success, and dominance like fans are used to hearing from elite fighters. She reminded viewers about her accomplishments, her undefeated record, and why she believes nobody in women's boxing is operating on her level. On the surface, it felt like classic Claressa Shields energy. But then small cracks started appearing. First came the timing issue. Fans in the comments immediately noticed how strange it felt for Claressa to go live talking emotionally about herself, while the boxing world was focused on other major events happening that same day. Alicia Baumgardner had just secured another big victory, while concern surrounding Sade Shagreen needing medical attention was already creating emotional tension inside boxing conversations online. So when Claressa continued speaking without really acknowledging any of that, viewers started feeling like something else was bothering her beneath the surface. Then the live stream became noticeably more personal. Claressa kept circling around certain subjects without directly naming anyone. She'd pause awkwardly mid-sentence, redirect her words, then return to emotional statements about loyalty, respect, and people trying to play with her name publicly. Those pauses instantly pulled viewers deeper into the live stream, because everyone could sense she was reacting to something specific. That's when speculation surrounding Remy Ma exploded across the comments. Nobody needed Claressa to say the name directly anymore. Fans already started connecting the emotional tone, the references, and the frustration themselves. And honestly, once audiences emotionally decided the live stream involved personal drama outside boxing, the entire mood online changed immediately. Then Claressa started discussing her legacy again, and that's where another problem started. At one point, she referenced dominating for 20 years, but viewers quickly pointed out that the timeline didn't fully match her actual professional career length. The comments weren't brutally attacking her at first, but people definitely noticed the inconsistency. And honestly, you could almost feel the pressure building after that moment. Because instead of brushing past it casually or correcting herself calmly, Claressa appeared to double down emotionally. Her tone got sharper. Her speaking pace sped up. And the live stream started feeling less like controlled confidence, and more like someone emotionally trying to prove something in real time. That's when the atmosphere became genuinely uncomfortable for some viewers. Then came the wine bottle moment. On paper, it sounds small. But online, it became one of the biggest clips from the entire live stream afterward. Claressa started searching through drawers trying to find a corkscrew to open a bottle of wine while visibly frustrated on camera. And honestly, because the live stream already felt emotionally tense, the moment instantly became symbolic to viewers. People online started saying the image didn't match the polished champion persona Claressa normally projects publicly. Instead of looking composed and dominant, she suddenly looked irritated, distracted, and emotionally overwhelmed. Then the smoke detector beeping in the background made everything feel even stranger. Every few seconds, another beep interrupted the live stream while Claressa talked about success, greatness, and being untouchable. Again, under normal circumstances, nobody would care. But because the live stream already felt chaotic emotionally, viewers started interpreting the sound almost like accidental symbolism. Social media jokes exploded immediately afterward. Some fans mocked the situation. Others said the background chaos perfectly matched the emotional energy of the live stream itself. And honestly, once internet audiences start attaching symbolism to random details during emotional celebrity moments, the narrative usually spirals fast. Then Claressa started discussing opponents and critics more aggressively. At first, she downplayed certain fighters and questioned their level. But fans immediately pointed out something uncomfortable. Some of the same names Claressa dismissed during the live stream were fighters she had previously called out publicly wanting to face. That contradiction became another huge talking point online. Viewers started saying the live stream felt emotionally inconsistent. In one moment, Claressa sounded completely dominant and unbothered. In the next, she sounded defensive, frustrated, and reactive toward criticism or rumors surrounding her. Then came the moment many viewers believed changed everything completely. Claressa made comments involving putting hands on people, and the tone instantly shifted online. Some fans defended her emotional reaction. Others felt the wording crossed a line and made the live stream suddenly feel much more serious. At that point, viewers stopped casually watching. People started recording clips intentionally. Comment sections filled with viewers warning others to screen record this before it disappears. And honestly, that's usually the moment internet audiences realize they are witnessing something viral unfolding live in real time. Then another major shift happened near the end of the live stream. Claressa's energy noticeably changed. The same fighter, who entered the live stream loud and emotionally forceful, suddenly started looking more aware of how the audience was reacting. There were more pauses. More hesitation between sentences. Moments where she appeared to think carefully before continuing. And honestly, many viewers interpreted that shift as Claressa realizing the live stream was no longer unfolding the way she originally expected. But by then, it was already too late. Because once emotional moments like that happen publicly online, the internet rarely lets them disappear. Then suddenly, the live stream was deleted. Gone almost instantly. But instead of calming the situation down, deleting it actually made the controversy explode even harder. Because by that point, clips had already spread everywhere. TikTok, Twitter, YouTube commentary pages, boxing blogs, Instagram repost accounts. The live stream was already permanently online. And according to many viewers watching the situation unfold in real time, the fact that the video disappeared so quickly only convinced people even more that something deeply emotional had slipped out publicly that Claressa never intended the internet to see. Once clips from the live stream started spreading across social media, the situation surrounding Claressa Shields completely exploded online. And honestly, this is where the conversation stopped being about one emotional live stream and became something much bigger. Because suddenly fans weren't only reacting to what Claressa said, they were analyzing what the live stream revealed about pressure, public image, personal drama, and the emotional weight that comes with constantly trying to protect a champion identity in front of millions of people. The biggest reason the live stream spread so fast was because it didn't feel polished. It didn't look scripted. It didn't sound carefully controlled. And honestly, that rawness is exactly what made people unable to stop watching it. At first, many fans defended Claressa immediately. They argued she was simply emotional, frustrated, and reacting like any human being would under pressure. Supporters pointed out that elite athletes deal with non-stop criticism, personal rumors, internet gossip, and constant expectations from fans every single day. According to that side of the internet, Claressa simply had a rough public moment that people unfairly exaggerated afterward. But critics saw something completely different. They believed the live stream exposed cracks in the powerful, untouchable image Claressa has spent years building publicly. Because for a long time, Claressa has presented herself as completely dominant mentally and emotionally, someone who controls every room, every interview, every press conference, and every opponent. So when viewers suddenly watched her looking frustrated, distracted, emotional, and reactive on live stream, the contrast shocked people. Then the personal side of the situation became impossible to ignore. Throughout the live stream, Claressa kept referencing loyalty, people speaking on her name, fake narratives, and situations happening outside boxing itself. She never fully confirmed who she was talking about directly, but audiences had already emotionally connected the dots toward rumors involving Remy Ma. And honestly, once viewers believed the live stream was connected to personal relationship tension or emotional betrayal outside the ring, everything Claressa said started sounding different. Her frustration felt heavier. The pauses felt more emotional. And moments that originally sounded like confidence suddenly started feeling defensive instead. That's when internet audiences became obsessed with analyzing every detail. Then another issue made the live stream even more controversial: contradictions. During certain moments, Claressa dismissed fighters as being below her level or amateurs. But fans quickly pointed out that some of those same names had previously been fighters Claressa publicly called out wanting to face herself. That inconsistency immediately became a major talking point online. Critics argued the live stream sounded emotionally reactive rather than strategically confident. In one moment, Claressa positioned herself as completely untouchable. In the next, viewers felt she sounded bothered by criticism, rumors, or pressure she normally claims not to care about publicly. And honestly, once audiences sense emotional contradiction during live streams, the internet usually turns ruthless very quickly. Then came the legacy discussion. Claressa repeatedly reminded viewers about her accomplishments, undefeated status, and dominance in women's boxing. On paper, those achievements are absolutely real. She's one of the most accomplished female fighters in boxing history. But during the live stream, many viewers felt the constant need to repeat those accomplishments started sounding less like confidence and more like self-validation. That's a huge difference emotionally online. Because audiences generally admire confidence when it feels calm and controlled. But once confidence starts sounding emotionally defensive, internet reactions change fast. Then the background moments became viral symbols themselves. The wine bottle struggle. The smoke detector beeping. The frustration searching through drawers. Under normal circumstances, those moments would have meant absolutely nothing. But because the live stream already felt emotionally unstable, social media transformed those details into giant talking points. People started making memes, reaction videos, and commentary clips focusing on how chaotic the entire atmosphere felt compared to Claressa's repeated claims about having everything under control. And honestly, that disconnect became one of the most replayed parts of the entire situation. Because to many viewers, the live stream felt like two completely different stories happening at once. One version showed Claressa trying to project dominance, confidence, and superiority. The other showed visible frustration, emotional pressure, distraction, and loss of control slowly building in real time. Then the comments about putting hands on people changed the tone even further. At that point, many viewers stopped treating the live stream like entertainment and started seeing it as something more serious emotionally. Comment sections filled with debates about whether Claressa was simply venting emotionally or crossing dangerous lines publicly. And once audiences begin questioning emotional stability during celebrity live streams, the internet attention usually intensifies dramatically. Then came one of the most important moments psychologically, the energy shift near the end. Viewers noticed Claressa starting to pause more before speaking. Her tone softened slightly. She appeared more aware of the audience reaction happening around her. And honestly, many people interpreted that moment as realization setting in, like Claressa suddenly understood the live stream was no longer helping her image the way she expected. But by then, the clips were already spreading everywhere. And once the live stream disappeared afterward, the situation exploded even more. Because deleting content online almost always creates the same reaction now. People assume something happened that wasn't supposed to be seen publicly. That's exactly what happened here. The deletion became part of the narrative itself. Fans immediately started saying things like she knew she went too far, or that wasn't supposed to get out. Meanwhile, supporters argued deleting the live stream proved Claressa recognized she was emotional and tried to prevent things from escalating further publicly. Then boxing commentary channels, reaction pages, TikTok creators, and YouTube personalities started breaking the live stream down frame by frame. Every pause got analyzed. Every emotional reaction became evidence for someone's theory. Every contradiction turned into another debate online. And honestly, that's what transformed this from a temporary live stream controversy into a much larger internet spectacle. Because once the audience took control of the narrative, the live stream stopped belonging to Claressa herself. It became internet content. And according to many viewers online, the reason this situation hit so hard wasn't because Claressa lost a fight inside the ring. It was because, for the first time in a long time, people felt like they watched control slip away publicly from someone who built her entire identity around never losing it. Once clips from Claressa Shields' live stream started spreading across social media, the reaction became immediate, massive, and incredibly divided. And honestly, the internet treated the entire situation less like a normal celebrity rant, and more like a major public unraveling happening in real time. Within hours, TikTok pages, boxing blogs, YouTube commentary channels, Instagram repost accounts, and Twitter threads were all replaying the same moments over and over again. The smoke detector beeping. The wine bottle frustration. The emotional pauses. The comments about levels, dominance, and people playing with her name. Every detail became internet evidence for whatever narrative people already believed. Some viewers defended Claressa aggressively. Supporters argued the internet was unfairly overreacting to a human emotional moment. They pointed out that elite athletes deal with non-stop criticism, relationship rumors, public pressure, and constant expectations while trying to maintain perfect public composure at all times. According to that side, Claressa simply went live emotionally frustrated and the internet immediately weaponized every awkward second against her. Others saw the live stream very differently. Critics argued the stream exposed visible emotional instability and contradictions that damaged Claressa's carefully controlled champion image publicly. They claimed the confidence started sounding forced, the emotional reactions felt defensive, and the overall atmosphere looked chaotic compared to the untouchable persona Claressa normally projects in interviews and media appearances. And honestly, what made the reaction so intense was the fact that the live stream didn't feel staged. It felt raw, messy, unfiltered. That's exactly the kind of content the internet becomes obsessed with now. Then the rumors involving Remy Ma pushed the conversation into an entirely different direction. Even though Claressa never directly confirmed everything viewers suspected, audiences had already emotionally connected the live stream to personal drama outside boxing. Once that happened, fans started reinterpreting nearly every emotional moment through that lens. Suddenly people weren't just talking about boxing anymore. They were discussing relationships, jealousy, pressure, personal betrayal. And honestly, internet audiences are almost always more emotionally invested in personal drama than sports analysis itself. Then the memes started spreading everywhere. The smoke detector became one of the biggest viral jokes connected to the live stream. Social media users clipped the repeated beeping sound behind Claressa's emotional speeches about success and dominance, saying the entire stream felt like chaos in surround sound. Others joked that the smoke detector was trying to warn viewers in real time. Meanwhile, the wine bottle moment became another huge talking point. Clips showing Claressa visibly frustrated while searching for a corkscrew spread rapidly online, because viewers felt the moment symbolized the live stream losing control emotionally. And honestly, that's one of the strangest parts of internet culture now. Tiny random details often become more memorable than the actual original argument itself. Then boxing media got involved. Commentators and fight analysts started debating whether the live stream would hurt Claressa's reputation publicly moving forward. Some argued the entire situation would disappear quickly because elite athletes constantly survive emotional public moments online now. Others believed the live stream damaged Claressa's image because fans aren't used to seeing her emotionally rattled publicly. That difference mattered, because Claressa's brand has always depended heavily on mental dominance. She doesn't only market herself as talented physically. She projects psychological control constantly. Confidence, authority, fearlessness. So when viewers suddenly watched emotional frustration and visible tension replacing that controlled image publicly, many fans felt genuinely shocked by the contrast. Then another major debate started spreading online. Was the internet being unfairly harder on Claressa because she's a woman athlete showing emotion publicly? Some supporters argued male fighters go on emotional rants constantly without receiving the same level of scrutiny. Others disagreed completely, arguing the criticism had nothing to do with gender and everything to do with how chaotic and emotionally inconsistent the live stream appeared. And honestly, that debate became huge across boxing communities online. Then the deleted live stream itself became part of the controversy. Because once Claressa removed the video, many viewers interpreted the deletion as confirmation that something went wrong publicly. Fans immediately started saying things like she realized she exposed too much, or that Liv was never supposed to go that far. Meanwhile, supporters argued deleting the live stream simply proved Claressa recognized she was emotional and didn't want the situation escalating further online. But by then, the internet already had everything saved. That's another brutal reality of social media now. Nothing disappears anymore. Especially emotional celebrity moments. Then reaction channels and TikTok creators started breaking the live stream down almost like detectives. Every pause, facial expression, contradiction, and emotional shift became part of larger theories about Claressa's mental state, personal life, or public image pressure. And honestly, some of the reactions became extreme. Certain viewers framed the live stream as a meltdown. Others described it as emotional honesty finally breaking through years of controlled image management. Some fans even praised Claressa for looking human and vulnerable instead of perfectly polished for once. That's what made the public reaction so complicated. Because people weren't actually watching the same live stream emotionally. Some viewers saw vulnerability. Others saw instability. Some saw authenticity. Others saw loss of control. Then another major issue started growing inside boxing conversations: whether the live stream distracted attention away from Claressa's actual accomplishments. Supporters pointed out that Claressa remains one of the greatest women's boxers ever regardless of one emotional live stream. Critics responded by arguing that public image matters heavily in modern sports culture, especially when athletes constantly build their brands through confidence and dominance publicly. And honestly, both sides had valid points. Because by the end of the situation, the live stream itself almost became bigger than the original reason Claressa even went live in the first place. That's how internet culture works now. One emotional moment can completely take over someone's public narrative overnight. And according to many viewers online, the reason this live stream exploded so massively wasn't because Claressa Shields looked weak physically. It was because, for the first time in a very long time, people felt like they saw emotional pressure visibly affecting someone who normally projects absolute control at all times. At this point, the conversation surrounding Claressa Shields had become much bigger than one deleted live stream. Honestly, this turned into a massive internet discussion about pressure, public identity, emotional control, and what happens when someone who built their reputation around dominance suddenly appears vulnerable in front of millions of people. Because when you really break the situation down, the reason this live stream exploded so dramatically wasn't just because Claressa sounded emotional. It's because emotional unpredictability completely clashes with the image she has spent years creating publicly. Claressa's entire brand revolves around certainty. She constantly presents herself as untouchable mentally, confident, fearless, in control. Even her trash talk usually feels strategic rather than emotional. Fans are used to seeing Claressa speak aggressively, while still sounding composed and calculated underneath it all. That's why this live stream shocked people so much. For the first time in a long time, viewers felt like they were watching emotional pressure overpower the image itself. And honestly, the internet becomes obsessed with moments like that. Because audiences are fascinated by cracks in celebrity personas. The second people sense that someone carefully managing a public image might be struggling emotionally underneath it, every detail suddenly becomes magnified. That's exactly what happened here. Then there's the issue of timing. The women's boxing world was already emotionally intense that day because of Alicia Baumgardner's victory and concerns surrounding Shadaysha Green. So when Claressa went live focusing heavily on herself, personal frustration, and emotional tension instead of the wider boxing moment, many viewers immediately felt disconnected from her energy emotionally. That doesn't automatically mean Claressa did something wrong. But it does explain why audiences reacted so strongly. Because emotionally, the live stream felt out of sync with what the boxing world itself was experiencing that day. Then there's the Remy Ma factor. And honestly, this may have been the biggest hidden emotional layer behind the entire situation. Claressa never fully explained everything directly during the live stream. But viewers already believed there were rumors, tension, and unresolved personal drama connected to people around her life publicly. So when Claressa started circling around loyalty, disrespect, people speaking on her name, and emotional frustration, fans immediately filled in the blanks themselves. That's important. Because once internet audiences emotionally decide they understand the real reason behind someone's behavior, every word afterward starts getting interpreted through that narrative automatically. Suddenly the live stream stopped looking like boxing confidence. It started looking like emotional reaction. Then there's another uncomfortable reality behind all this. Elite athletes are expected to perform emotional perfection constantly now. Fans want fighters to be confident but not arrogant. Emotional but not unstable. Authentic but still perfectly controlled. And honestly, those expectations are almost impossible to maintain 24/7 under constant internet attention. Claressa built her career partly through confidence, because women fighters often have to market themselves aggressively to receive mainstream visibility in combat sports. Confidence became part of her survival inside boxing culture itself. But the downside of building a dominant public persona is that audiences react much more intensely the moment vulnerability appears publicly. That's exactly why the live stream hit so hard emotionally online. Because viewers weren't just reacting to what Claressa said. They were reacting to the contrast between her normal image and the emotional atmosphere of the live stream itself. Then the small background details became symbols. The smoke detector. The wine bottle struggle. The emotional pacing. The pauses. None of those things actually prove anything serious on their own. But internet culture doesn't operate logically during emotional viral moments. Audiences instinctively turn random details into symbolic storytelling devices. The smoke detector became symbolic of chaos. The wine bottle became symbolic of frustration. The pauses became symbolic of pressure breaking through. And once those symbols attached themselves emotionally to the live stream, the narrative spread much faster online. Then there's the issue of contradiction. During the live stream, Claressa dismissed certain fighters publicly while fans remembered her previously calling some of those same names out for future fights. That inconsistency mattered emotionally because audiences often interpret contradictions during emotional moments as signs someone is reacting impulsively rather than speaking strategically. And honestly, that's another reason the live stream damaged her image for some viewers. Not because she lost an argument, but because she temporarily lost emotional consistency. Then came the deletion. And the deletion may have intensified the backlash more than anything else. Because once content disappears online suddenly, audiences almost always assume something too real slipped out publicly. That reaction happens constantly in internet culture now. Deleting the live stream didn't erase it emotionally. It transformed the live stream into forbidden content people suddenly felt even more desperate to analyze and repost. That's why the clips spread so aggressively afterward. Then there's another deeper truth underneath everything. Internet audiences are addicted to authenticity now. People constantly complain celebrities and athletes look overly scripted, overly media trained, and emotionally fake. But when someone actually appears raw, emotional, and unfiltered publicly, audiences often punish them for that too. That contradiction matters here. Because many viewers claimed Claressa looked real for the first time in a long time during parts of the live stream. Others called it a meltdown. Some saw vulnerability. Others saw instability. The exact same moment produced completely different emotional reactions depending on what viewers already believed about Claressa beforehand. And honestly, that may be the biggest hidden truth behind this entire controversy. This live stream became less about facts and more about projection. Fans projected their existing opinions onto the situation. Supporters saw human emotion. Critics saw loss of control. Some viewers saw authenticity breaking through. Others saw a carefully built champion image cracking publicly under pressure. Then there's the final uncomfortable reality: dominance itself becomes a trap publicly. The stronger, louder, and more confident someone presents themselves over time, the more shocking vulnerability feels when it finally appears publicly. Claressa spent years convincing audiences she's mentally untouchable. So the second people sensed emotional instability, hesitation, or visible frustration during the live stream, the reaction became far more dramatic than it would have been for many other athletes. Because to many viewers online, this wasn't just another celebrity rant. It felt like watching someone lose control of the narrative in real time after spending years controlling it perfectly. And according to millions of reactions online, that's exactly why this live stream became impossible for the internet to stop replaying afterward. Right now, the fallout from Claressa Shields' live stream is still spreading across boxing culture, social media, and entertainment commentary pages online. And honestly, the reason people keep talking about it isn't just because of what she said. It's because the live stream felt emotionally raw in a way fans weren't expecting from someone who built such a powerful image around control, confidence, and dominance publicly. Even now, clips continue circulating everywhere. The smoke detector beeping. The wine bottle frustration. The emotional pauses. The comments about levels, loyalty, and people speaking on her name. Those moments have basically become permanent internet references tied to the live stream itself. And honestly, that's one of the hardest parts about viral internet moments now. Once audiences emotionally connect certain images or sounds to a controversy, those details follow the person publicly long after the original situation ends. Meanwhile, fans remain deeply divided over what they actually watched. Some viewers still believe the internet exaggerated the situation massively. Supporters argue Claressa simply had an emotional live stream while dealing with personal stress, rumors, and non-stop public pressure. According to that side, people unfairly transformed normal frustration into meltdown narratives because audiences love tearing down powerful public figures emotionally online. Others completely disagree. Critics argue the live stream revealed genuine cracks in Claressa's carefully controlled image and exposed visible emotional instability under pressure. Some fans believe the contradictions, emotional reactions, and overall chaotic energy damaged the undisputed champion persona she spent years building publicly. And honestly, the fact that both interpretations still exist is exactly why the situation keeps surviving online. Because emotionally, people watch two completely different live streams depending on how they already felt about Claressa beforehand. Then there's the ongoing speculation surrounding Remy Ma and the personal drama viewers believe influenced the live stream emotionally. Even though Claressa never fully confirmed everything audiences suspected, internet culture rarely waits for complete explanations anymore. Fans already built emotional narratives connecting the live stream to relationship tension, loyalty issues, and personal frustration outside boxing itself. And once those theories spread online, they became almost impossible to separate from the live stream afterward. Another major conversation still happening involves gender and public emotion in sports culture. Many supporters continue arguing that male fighters regularly go on emotional rants, threaten opponents, or behave chaotically online without facing the same level of scrutiny. Others push back and argue the backlash had nothing to do with gender and everything to do with how emotionally unsteady the live stream appeared publicly. And honestly, that debate probably won't disappear anytime soon either. Because modern athletes are expected to balance authenticity and control perfectly all the time now, which is almost impossible under constant internet attention. Then there's Claressa's actual boxing legacy itself. Despite all the internet drama, she remains one of the most accomplished women's boxers in history. That hasn't changed. Supporters constantly remind people that one emotional live stream doesn't erase championships, undefeated records, or years of dominance inside the ring. But critics argue public image matters heavily in modern sports culture now, especially when athletes build their brands around confidence and mental superiority publicly. And honestly, both things can be true at the same time. Claressa can still be historically great inside the ring, while also facing criticism for how the live stream unfolded publicly. Then there's the deletion itself, which continues fueling conversation even now. Many viewers still believe deleting the live stream confirmed Claressa realized the situation spiraled emotionally in ways she didn't expect. Others think removing it simply showed self-awareness and an attempt to stop things from getting worse online. But by then, the internet already owned the moment. That's another brutal reality of modern celebrity culture. Once emotional moments go viral, they no longer belong to the person who created them. The audience takes over the narrative completely. Then reaction channels, boxing podcasts, and TikTok creators started using the live stream as a larger example of pressure affecting elite athletes publicly. Some commentators argued the live stream exposed how emotionally exhausting non-stop internet scrutiny can become, especially for fighters constantly expected to appear mentally untouchable. Others argued the live stream revealed what happens when someone spends years projecting complete dominance publicly without leaving room for vulnerability or emotional imperfection. And honestly, that may be the biggest long-term impact of this entire situation. Because the live stream changed the way some fans emotionally view Claressa Shields now. Not necessarily as weak. Not necessarily as unstable. But as human. For years, Claressa's public image often felt almost aggressively invincible emotionally. This live stream shattered that image for many viewers. Suddenly audiences saw frustration, hesitation, pressure, contradiction, and vulnerability all happening publicly in real time. Some fans respected that honesty. Others felt it damaged her aura permanently. And according to many reactions online, that's why the internet keeps replaying the situation over and over again. Because at its core, this wasn't really about boxing anymore. It became about emotional control, public pressure, identity. And what happens when someone who built their entire reputation around dominance suddenly loses control of the narrative for just a few minutes online? And honestly, moments like that rarely disappear from internet culture completely once audiences feel they've seen the real person underneath the public image. So after everything we just covered about Claressa Shields' emotional live stream, the rumors surrounding Remy Ma, the viral clips, the deleted stream, and the non-stop internet reaction afterward, one huge question still remains: did fans witness a genuine public meltdown? Or did the internet unfairly turn one emotional moment into a much bigger controversy than it really was? Because honestly, people still can't agree. Some viewers believe Claressa simply went live frustrated and emotional while dealing with personal pressure, relationship rumors, and non-stop criticism, and the internet immediately exaggerated every awkward second for entertainment. Others think the live stream exposed real cracks in the carefully controlled, undisputed champion image she spent years building publicly. Some fans saw vulnerability and honesty. Others saw emotional instability and loss of control. And maybe that's exactly why this situation exploded so massively online. It stopped being just about boxing. Now it's about public image, pressure, emotional control, internet culture, and what happens when someone who always looks dominant suddenly appears human in front of millions of people watching live. One live stream, one emotional rant, one deleted video, and suddenly the entire internet starts debating what's real underneath the public persona. And honestly, the craziest part is that people will probably keep replaying and analyzing this moment for a long time. So now we want to hear from you. Do you think Claressa Shields was unfairly overanalyzed by the internet? Do you think the live stream damaged her public image permanently? Or do you think people are forgetting that elite athletes are human beings dealing with pressure too? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because this conversation is definitely not ending anytime soon. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next boxing controversy, celebrity drama, or viral sports moment everyone's talking about online. Because in today's internet culture, one emotional live stream can change the entire conversation overnight.